Two of Australia's leading hospitals have come under scrutiny at the Royal Commission into Child Sexual Abuse. The inquiry is looking into new allegations of abuse at Royal North Shore in Sydney and the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. In the spotlight this week is a Sydney doctor who abused several boys in the 1970s. Yet, despite numerous complaints over several decades, he was allowed to continue practising and was only convicted 4 years ago.
In the 70s, Dr John Rolleston was a senior medical director at Royal North Shore Hospital and had private rooms at St Ives and Wayland. It's alleged in that time he abused at least 7 boys between 12 and 18. The Royal Commission has heard several victims tried in vain to report the abuse to authorities. One man who can't be named said he rang the medical board in 1977 but was intimidated into dropping the complaint. If you try to make a complaint, he was told, we'll come down so hard on you, we'll sue you, so your head will be so far up your arse you won't see daylight for years. Another victim had become suicidal, and a third man, now in his 50s, sobbed as he blamed Rolleston for his alcoholism, saying the last year of school heralded the commencement of a dependence on alcohol that persisted for 30 years. Yet Rolleston was allowed to keep practising. Although authorities knew of the allegations against Rolleston as early as the 1970s, and despite many attempts by his victims to report the abuse, he was only charged in 2009 and finally convicted in 2011 of more than 30 counts of indecent assault. The District Court jailed Rolleston for at least 18 months, but the Commission will examine broader questions of why authorities failed to act sooner.
We need people to come forward to be able to trust the places that they go to for information. It would be terrible if people felt intimidated by that process.
The Commission will also examine separate cases of abuse at Royal North Shore and the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. Anne Barker, ABC News.